What's going on, everyone? I'm Nick Cato.
I'm Walter Bowley.
And I'm Matt Harnick.
This is not Podcast Reloaded.
I know.
This is PlayStation Experience Reactions, and we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to tell Matt to react and Walt to react.
React!
And I'm going to react. So I guess first thing before we just jump into what PSX brought to the table.
What's the X stand for?
Experience.
Begins with an E. That always
I
bothers
know.
me when people do
PSX,
that.
I know.
Because X is always cooler. Because
Yeah.
it's like porn.
Well,
Yeah.
it sounds stupid, PSE.
PSE.
Maybe
Yeah.
they couldn't do it because there's some sort of abbreviation already for it.
It's
So-
probably a PSX abbreviation.
What was,
X?
just a quick take. What was your thoughts on PSX?
Like, I think James said, and as in Walt's, I guess, infamous line, is they really KO'd Microsoft. Well, they were kind of, I didn't see, honestly, I'll say this, I didn't see it coming. I will say this, we were both, in our previous podcast, we're all talking like, Microsoft, oh my god, look what they're doing. And I really feel like now PS4 is just like, you just lower your prices, bitch. Now we're gonna do this.
Yeah. Yeah,
Salt.
that's no, I'm not. You know the one thing I'm salty
Yeah.
about, but beyond that, I'm not salty about it. Like, it was a really, there was a
God.
big event, a lot of things that they answered a lot of questions. They did one troll on the audience.
The old
Oh god, there's my fault.
They got your boy Maximilian. He
Yeah,
YouTubed it. He
I
was
saw
like
it.
live watching. He's like, oh my god.
And then he's like, "You bastards!"
I know.
But so I saw that troll, which did they mean it to be a troll?
No,
I feel like they wanted
it
to.
was a slap to the face, big
Yeah.
time. Everyone was like, oh.
We'll get to that.
But you
though.
know, you guys can only ask for so much. Don't get greedy.
I know this.
But they showed a lot of things. Only one of the we'll get to it. Only one of the things they showed was something that I'm still not impressed with. But otherwise, I'm not.
I know.
But otherwise, I mean, it was stellar. It was fantastic. You can't deny it. I'm getting a PS4 now. I'm not insanely happy about it, but I'm getting a PS4
Welcome
now.
to PlayStation Nation. We're a friendly group.
Gradually greet him in yet.
No.
He's got to fork the money
Once
over
you
first.
get- I
There's
know.
prices you got to pay.
Don't worry. Once Walt sees a little bit more once he sees the Street Fighter 5 logo, it'll be fine.
In case you all forgot, I'm the fighting game guy, so
Yes.
now you know why I'm getting a PS4. And if you don't, you're about it.
My little quick response was Sony was winning, so they got I think they Microsoft sort of had to show their hand, and they like shot their God damn it, they shot their exclusives.
They showed their hand. You don't have to say anything
And then
else.
Sony,
It's Nick. He's got to try and drop
and then
that one
Sony,
line.
I didn't mean to. And then Sony just everyone's doubting them. They're like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
No.
And they're
See,
like,
what
this
was
is what we're
happening
doing. And we're like,
is
oh.
They were running picture they were running a marathon. When the console race started, they pulled the hare in the rabbit in the tortoise race. They sped away. Microsoft, slow and steady, caught up. Then the rabbit pulled a gun and shot the turtle in the knees.
Yeah.
And now the rabbit's gone.
Was that necessary?
Yes.
He's just faster than him already.
Yeah,
But the turtle always wins the race. I don't know if you know that. story.
they said they were talking. They said they were talking about all the games. They just
Finish it.
Not if you shoot him in the knees.
they listened to what they did wrong at E3, and they said they just wanted nothing but games. And then they said by the end of it, they're like, Jesus, we're going to be reviewing so many games. Like, God, I loved it. But I guess we can just jump into the news. I'm going to sort of skip around. I'm going to start with the biggest,
reactions to
Yeah.
games, all
Things.
games. Uncharted 4 gameplay. It was amazing.
Stole
it
the
was
show.
brutal. It was beautiful looking.
Meaning you saw some Last of Us-esque features in it.
I
feel like they were
just
taking some
graphics.
slack.
Before just
Well,
graphics or Last of
It
Us
looked
style.
brutal, like usually when Nate's climbing walls, he's like not really giving a crap. He's nonchalant about it. And this one,
What, like
he had
this?
to climb on the wall. He had to pull this peg. I don't know how. He has the strongest fingers I've ever seen any person have. He had to pull a metal stake out and jam it into the wall, and it looked like he was really. It looked like physical,
Rock
brutal.
climbing.
Yeah. Looked like he's gonna have
Not
some
everyone gets to have
calluses,
the grappling hook like Batman.
which we'll talk about.
Although Nathan would like to call up Batman and say, "Come on, man, let me."
And it was funny during the gameplay. The dude actually died, and he fell off the map. But he fell in this. You can tell that it's still buggy because he fell into this abyss
Of nothing.
The video game Abyss that's in every
Yeah.
game that if you go under the level, it's nothing.
But the highlight of that,
That's kind of funny.
he just slid down this thing like this cliff shooting a dude, and he jumped and punched him. This guy shooting him from a cliff below. He jumps off the map.
Oh, he
Can we
Superman punched
confirm?
him.
Can we confirm that all of these people were not American?
They're Russian.
Okay.
Dude.
Just wanted to make sure that he
Grappling
wasn't killing any
hooks.
Americans.
Grappling Indiana Jones Spider-Man hooks the wall. This little
Just so
thing
awesome.
swings down,
Superman
knocks him
punch.
out.
No, what about the thing?
It
You
was
know what's
amazing.
impressive? Just something so little is when they were talking about how he was sliding down the thing. Remember when he pushed that guy in there?
Yeah.
And the guy actually is like, no, no, ah! He's like actually trying to grab for it. And I was like, and I liked it because they added one of my only small minor problems I've always had with Uncharted was the stealth game was a little. It was like it was like they tried to make it apart, but they're like now it's like you can do the whole like breakaway if they lose light of sight of you, you can hide and they won't know where you are and type thing.
So
like
it
that.
seems like the levels would be like less linear then, if you can. Do
Yeah.
that.
I mean, they gave them, yeah.
It seemed it was like a big. It's linear, but when you get into combat, it's expansive.
got an
There's
arena,
different
like an
areas.
arena,
Yes,
kind of.
there's
And
different
I think
things.
they're honestly going to make it more of a parkour shooter. Like,
Oh.
when you got into the fights with, and the other ones, there were times when you had to dangle off a roof and all that stuff. But now it's really like, okay, these guys are all in these different areas, and you're going to have to, like, climb to get to them, or you're going to have to shoot them parkour style.
The other thing I noticed with the hand-to-hand, you could tell the Last of Us people got their hands
Well,
on it.
it's
It's more brutal. Yeah, it's like it just looks more painful getting hit by him. Yeah, Uncharted 4, pretty
I mean,
awesome.
it's gonna sell itself.
Yeah, that's how they started it out too. So I was like, man,
Stole the show.
I thought they're not going to be able to do anything after this because everyone's just going to be so amped.
Yeah.
And I was wrong because little did they know. I'll bring this up. I'm not going to bring it up now, but something else happened where I freaked out. I think we all know what it was, but
Oh, I know what he's
Matt knows. But I freaked out when I saw it. It was like, oh yeah, oh!
Was it the Final Fantasy VII?
No. All right,
Only I
no,
was
screw
like,
it.
and Corey. Corey was like, what? We're like, is that the Final Fantasy VII logo?
You know what? I'll just bring it up now. Screw it.
Okay.
Shovel Knight's coming to PS4, PS3, PS Vita.
Uh-huh.
As we all know, I love that game. Right now, it has the slight edge for Game of the Year, but I'm guessing when I get more time with Smash will probably beat it out. But right now,
I will
it's my
say
Game of the
this.
Year.
A little
He
Phil,
played it.
I just played a little bit while.
He knows.
It's a fun game.
Yeah,
it's a
it's
fun
amazing.
game. I wouldn't call it Game of the Year,
But-
but it's a fun little bring back some retro platforming.
They're going through the trailer and it looks great. It looks crisper because it's on PS4.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
And
And
then
then it gets to the end of the trailer.
Yeah.
And then Kratos just drops out. I was like, oh, what? That's what I was like,
He
what?
said what like 100
What?
times.
Oh, God. They're like, Nick, how are we going to make this game better for you? What's your favorite character? And, all right, sounds good.
And yet
God.
he didn't buy Mortal Kombat when Kratos was in it.
I did, actually.
You did buy Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat?
For PS3,
Yes. I
Well,
saw
what
it
else
in
we
my-
gonna buy for
Yeah.
he had an Xbox.
He was
I don't know.
garbage in it, though,
Oh,
so
he
it
was
sucked.
so bad.
I can't wait for that game. It's going to be cross-buy for PS. It's going to be cross-buy. So if you buy it for PS4, you get it for Vita.
Oh, okay.
That's the other reaction to this game is Vita's alive and well, and I want one very badly now, and I'm probably going to get one soon. But
What are
yeah,
they running at?
Hmm?
How much are they?
I think you could probably get one for like 180,
180?
like
Yeah.
a bundle thing, probably like 200.
Oh,
It's pretty
2DS
strong.
is 200.
2DS is 99.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, 2DS, the 3DS is 200.
Yeah, 3DS is 200, but 2DS is 99.
Well, it must have dropped price drastically because I remember it being 100.
No, released in 99.
Maybe I
That was the
don't
whole
remember.
selling point on it. Was the
Yeah, 2DS is $100. But yeah, I'm the only one who really gives a
yeah.
rat's ass about Shovel Knight here, except for maybe Matt, because I know he
Oh
loves
yeah.
it now.
Now Matt's on the hype train.
No.
He loves it,
I
but
thought
yeah,
it was cool.
It's amazing. I loved it.
I thought
It's
it
not
was
going to get
young.
any love here except for me. So let's go on. Bloodborne co-op.
That looked
They
pretty
showed
cool.
more on it. They showed this thing called like the,
Why are
the
so many
Chalice
people so, like-
dungeon.
Why are so many people so wowed by that? Am I the only one that was like, oh, they added co-op to it? I
No, I
really
just-
don't
I-
see what's so different from that from Dark Souls besides your guy's not blue or
And with
gold.
gold.
Yeah. What is
And-
so great about it?
I can tell you, you know how annoying it is playing co-op, and then they can't use their own flask, and to heal them, you have to use yours.
Oh,
it's
so they make it harder?
It's just more
you're not going
fluid.
to get any sympathy
it's just
from
more
me on that
fluid.
one.
It's just more. It's an easy.
I feel
way.
like they might have engaged it a little bit more, and maybe you can start from the beginning of an area and do it instead of only like when you're around a boss to hide and that. But really, I was like,
I felt like the way it looked, it could be like drop in, drop out co-op.
I don't know. Maybe they made it just a little bit more accessible and not as much of a pain in the ass as the other ones. But other than that, it's not like a big moment for me.
Yeah, but
I expected it to be in there.
It added a new element to Bloodborne, which is a game I wanted. It said, you know what? Here's just a little bit. If your friends get it, you can play with each other. It's not just like solely single player game. Which
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm excited for Bloodborne, and it looks really good. But that wasn't a selling point.
I don't know. It was cool to me. It's a cool little addition. And Killing Floor 2.
That
looks kind of fun. It's like his first.
I did not see it.
It's an
Dude,
FPS.
It looks really fun.
It's basically. I don't want to say Call of Duty Zombies.
No,
it's like just waves of freaking.
It's a YOLO game.
Yeah, waves of enemies are just coming at you. You're just mowing them down.
Lots of gore, lots of.
Yes.
It's like it's
Crazy
kind of like
gore.
a little bit of like Left 4 Dead, but probably on steroids.
Okay.
But it looked really, really, really cool. It's just senseless violence, and I love it.
I guess we'll jump into the beginning of the salt pool. May as well just get it over
If you
with.
guys get it, I'll get it. It definitely is. It a $60 game, or is it going to be like
No
an
idea.
indie game?
I don't know.
Is it an indie game?
I don't think so.
It looked like a AAA game.
Oh, there's other like Adrift's an indie game that had some of the best graphics I saw there, which we'll talk about later.
Well, I'm not saying it was
Yeah.
the best graphics. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it looked like a AAA graphical game.
Ultra Street Fighter 4 coming to PS4 in spring. It was funny because when they said this, they're like,
Tone it down.
you hear the Street Fighter music, and everyone's like, oh, and there's like Ultra Street Fighter 4, and they're like, oh, then the guy on stage, Adam Boyes, was like, oh, like, do you guys expect another Street Fighter announcement or something? I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, it looked cool. I guess it's to sort of reintroduce them to, hey, we got another.
It's to hold you over.
Yeah, it's to hold you over. Ultra Street Fighter 4.
They make more money.
It's the final rendition of the game. It's got every freaking character in it.
Costumes.
They're supposed to be adding an update because one of the things up until Ultra a lot of people had problems with was they never added challenge modes for the last wave of new characters. That's Oni, Yoon, Yang, Evil Ryu, and maybe somebody I'm missing. But they never added the challenge trial modes for them. And supposedly an update's coming to finally add those. So I imagine that'll be included in that, along with all the animal costumes and Omega mode.
It's Omega mode.
Omega mode is they change the special move of every character in the game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's coming there. The next
Now
salt pool.
this is where the salt.
They made sure to
builds.
emphasize this because it was not sure if it was going to be like
No, they were saying it to
Legend
me.
of Zelda,
They were
like not
saying it
Legend of
to
Zelda,
me.
no, I'm saying like Lara Croft.
Yeah.
Street Fighter V will be a lifetime. Only console will be on PS4. Has
Then
cross
they
play
added,
with PC.
You hear that, Walt? You hear it? Are you listening, you little bitch?
They said this is what the PlayStation experience is about. We're not only going to make everyone who has a PlayStation feel amazing, we're going to get everyone to buy one.
Yeah.
It doesn't have one.
Because I was on the fence about buying a PlayStation, and now I'm sold because I have to play Street Fighter.
I will admit, I'm not a huge fan of fighting games. Even before you were like huge into them, when Street Fighter 4 first came out, I bought it because it's Street Fighter. I've played it since like Arcade at the Roller Barn. I'll get this.
You know?
Yeah, I'll get Street Fighter 5. It's fun.
I actually want it.
But it looks like they added some environment stuff in it, actually. I saw Chun-Li kick Ryu through a wall. And then it looked like she went a little bit X-Factor. Like she charged up and all of her moves got better. Some kind of X-Factor-like mode.
Notice they thinned the characters out a little bit. Like Ryu doesn't look so freaking stocky. Yeah.
But you still have huge feet.
Of course.
Well, yeah, that's Street Fighter, dude. You gotta have huge feet.
He's gotta have those bricks.
But yeah, a lot of upsetness over here.
Don't
I
worry.
heard that it wasn't gonna touch my Xbox.
It's a gateway drug.
Yeah.
Once you get that, you'll start playing all the other PS exclusives.
Just
and
think,
you'll realize.
Walt, once you get a PS4, you'll never have to worry about an exclusive hindering you.
They never really have before, though, and now
They have.
they have.
Well, yeah, but now they finally have done a game where you actually, but
you sons of bitches.
But think you also get to play the glory of Last of Us.
Yeah, I would play Last of Us, definitely, absolutely.
I actually just finished the DLC thing. Wasn't that great? It was all right. It was a nice little thing. Kind of shows you like when Joel like fell off. I don't want to ruin it for you, but when Joel like when he got really hurt.
Yeah.
Kind of shows you like how she was taking care of him.
Yeah. Oh, another one. The PC survival horror game, The Forest. Coming exclusively to PS4.
This looks fun.
Mike bought the beta of this, so I got to see it a little live. It's I don't want to say it's like a good graphics Minecraft, but you're on this plane, you crash on an island filled with like these cannibals. Yeah, and you like cut down the trees and crap. When Mike was playing it, he died or something, and he got the cannibals like brought him down to some cave, and all he had was a little lighter, and he was like freaking out because his controller was like shaking because this dude was like right behind him, and he died. It looked freaky. It looks good.
I think I'm the most excited for it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. That's just not. I don't know. It looks like something that
He's too much of a P-U-S-S-Y.
Do you really expect people to spell, Matt?
Jesus.
Just for the little kids who are watching.
They can spell.
Not 5-year-olds.
Yes, 5-year-olds can spell.
They can't spell that.
You just spelled it out for them, so they can
Now
write it.
But they don't know what it means.
They're gonna write it down.
Now it's gonna happen.
Pronounce that.
Kindergartners running around saying that in school now.
Yeah.
Like they weren't.
Yeah.
You know what? We're having a random topic tomorrow.
Yeah,
a random podcast thing tomorrow. I'll tell you the story.
It's not about games.
Kindergarten.
We're gonna put it on YouTube. It's just us just bullshitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're not gonna be free tomorrow night, so maybe next time you can join us.
It's just gonna be us, like
bullshit.
making fun of you the whole time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's cool. Batman Arkham Knight gameplay. That's not exclusive, so don't.
Yeah.
No, the fucking expansion thing for the Nightmare mode thing, or the Nightmare with Scarecrows, is exclusive to PS4 for a limited time.
Oh. Yeah, it looked cool.
Otherwise, there would have been no reason to put it in there.
Then now,
I had to have something exclusive.
After that gameplay, there is 0% chance that you can tell me Batman is not killing people.
He's not. Can you find the bodies?
He shot down.
He hides the body.
He shot down a helicopter.
So what?
And
he died.
He just used his imagination. He just put blankets and pillows under the helicopter.
And he still died.
And you know what? You come at Batman hot like that, maybe things go wrong.
Yeah, you tried to take a TAC helicopter against the freaking Batmobile. What did you think was going to happen?
Maybe Batman's finally taking some cues from Cap and saying, you know what? Sometimes you gotta kill him effort.
I think that's not going to happen. Batman doesn't care.
Except Cap would have jumped on the helicopter.
Except he does.
Cap would have jumped on the helicopter and like done all that
Yeah.
crazy shit and killed them.
Which was amazing.
It was.
He killed those people on that plane.
I know Matt's excited for it. The only reason I'm excited for it is Batmobile.
It does look awesome.
I'm going to roll around.
God, dude.
It was funny. I'm like forcing Matt into the future. Because I told him, I was like, don't worry, Matt, I'll just borrow your copy. I'm going to buy it digital just so you can't play it. Like, that's fine.
I do, just to spite you.
That's fine. You can spite me all you want.
Just when you're driving the Batmobile, you gotta resist the urge to play Riding Dirty while you're driving.
You know what I'm going to play? I'm going to play the Batman song.
No,
that
you're
YouTube
gonna play-
video where Batman's like, whoa, whoa.
You're gonna play the Batman song, then you're gonna play Turn My Swag on.
We play some Iggy. Oh, I'm so fancy.
It does look amazing, though. It looks like the perfect, little top hat to the Arkham.
See, I remember whenever I was talking about like Arkham Origins coming out and all that stuff, and my biggest complaint was there wasn't really much difference in it. It was like, one, don't even get me started. I mean, I loved, honestly, the best story in all of them is from, in my opinion, Arkham Origins story, telling you the Joker little story and all that. I loved it. Loved Chris Redfield's voice. I don't know his name. Playing his voice, I thought it was awesome. I can't say I like him better than Kevin Conroy because he is Batman to me.
Yeah.
But, whatever, long story short, this one finally feels like they did some differences and added some new features to Batman. They're like, okay, now we added some new features.
I saw like the environment getting used a ton in combat.
Yeah, throwing like barrels at people and crap.
My God, it's like I just feel like when you come at Batman with something stronger than just fists, he hurts you the more you're experienced.
Yeah.
So you come at him with a sword, he breaks like everything.
You come at him with a helicopter, you die.
Yeah, exactly. So if I was them, I would just go in with my fist. He'll maybe break your arm or just punch you really hard. But if you come in there with a sword, he breaks your wrist, he freaking snaps your neck, and then he freaking just throws you.
But you're just paralyzed after the next
So,
day. You're just paralyzed. You're not dead.
Who cares?
Like,
They
just
walk
kill
in,
me.
won't give him another problem.
God. You know what I noticed just now? Every time someone says long story short, it's the short story long.
No, I was trying to.
I was
trying to
joking.
get to the point.
I'm joking. Next game, Super Time Force Ultra. Super Time Force was only on Xbox as far as I knew, but it's coming to PS4 and Vita. And they made Sony president Shuhei Yoshida a playable character in the game, which he like shoots like tweets from his phone at him. It's pretty awesome.
Sounds like a system seller.
Yes. You should have gotten it for free with the game's gold.
I did.
Yeah, just telling them. Should have gotten it for free.
Okay.
It's fun. It'll probably be even more fun playing his cell phone, Shuhei Yoshida, which would be awesome. Not interested at all?
No.
Okay, sounds good. The Grim Fandango Remastered had a gameplay trailer. It's coming to PS4 and Vita. It's a really popular game.
It's like
it's like skeleton like detective.
I think it's more of what it stands for. Like, I know that sounds kind of weird, but I don't know, I'm kind of into the detective stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I do love Batman too for his detective skills, but it's like, I don't know, from what I got from it, it's like supposed to be a game that's like, you're almost like you're solving death when you're actually in the world of the dead. Like, everyone's skeletons, and it's like you're actually trying to solve the crime of death or something. That's what I kind of got out of it, and it just sounded really interesting. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be $60 game.
Or is it?
It's like an old game.
It's
Oh,
like
it's
an
an
old
old
PC
remaster,
game. Yeah, it's supposed to be a
People are
really famous
freaking
game.
out
I've
about
always
it,
saw it when I was younger and never played it, but I want to give it a shot. I really do.
I do. It looks fun. Another game that looks scary and fun. Until Dawn. It's like a choice-based gameplay. It's like it's supposed to put you in the feel of like a horror movie. Like you play the scene they showed, of course, with this chick just getting out of the shower with her towel, and you just hear it's sort of like Saw. Sort of. I don't want to. Oh yeah, sort of in the beginning, like you see her like boyfriend or something on the TV, and he got his like head, shows his head getting like sawed off,
So
and she's like 10 seconds, whoa, whoa, I'm gonna kill you, and then this dude like busts through the door with this like scary mask, and you have like
mask wall.
Yeah, and when you're playing, you have like tilt this way with your controller. It's like one of the options, like throw a vase at it, run, and you have like a limit. I'm sure they expanded the amount of time you have to choose from what you really do.
It was crazy how in depth and how involved the crowd got with the game.
Yeah,
like people were really getting into it. But
awesome.
The dude like threw the vase at it, ran. You just make those choices. Then some of them, like people get like shaky hand or something if they're nervous. When you're hiding, one of the things, the little light bar on the PS4, you have to like hold still and like keep it in the thing, like not shake or like noise and crap.
That sounds cool.
I don't know if I'm scared.
So one of the choices you make is like if it's stormy outside and there's raptors, you have to go look for a fuse box, and you choose to go look for a fuse box, right? Because you make good decisions.
Yeah. No,
if that's ever a choice, to go look for a fuse box.
The only thing I saw that was kind of stupid in that game was like they were giving you multiple choices to hide, but you're running away from the guy.
You can still hide though. I mean,
I don't know.
is a good option.
And especially this one that was completely dumb, which obviously if you hit under the bed, he kills you. But there's like this bed.
Maybe not.
There's like this bed that's just sitting here, and then there's a square, like here. The bed's here, and then you could run out right next to the bed. It's like you can either hide under it or just jump over and keep running. I'm like, all right, well, I don't see why.
But see, then his buddy's waiting outside the door, and you're dead.
Or like all horror movies, you get down there, he's just down there already. It's like, oh,
yeah,
how the hell did you get down there?
Horror movie monsters.
No, what would have happened is he would have acted like he was leaving, and then you think he left, and then she's like, oh, I'm safe, and all of a sudden somehow he's already there.
Is that Taken? Did you just do Taken?
Yes.
She might as well have been Taken, because she looked
Taken
like a...
16. This is the movie Taken 16. That's Liam Neeson's
You skipped
granddaughter.
a lot of Taken.
Yeah, we could just want
great granddaughter. He's like 150.
That with the 4 is the A.
He's 150. He's like, where did you take my great granddaughter?
They came back from the dead. Just take what was taken.
mind blowing.
Other good news, this is one of the main reasons I want a Vita now. Suikoden 1 and Suikoden 2 are coming to Vita December 9th. Suikoden 2 is an old PS1 RPG. It's rated one of the greatest RPGs ever made.
What's the, like, what kind of RPG?
JRPG.
So,
turn-based.
Turn-based? Okay.
People are, like, in love with it. I was watching, like, that podcast on IGN, and this guy went on this, like, 5-minute rant about how amazing this game is, and that was like a year ago because it was rumors it was going to come to PSN. Now it's finally here. I'm excited. So I want a Vita. It's awesome.
But you already have a PS4.
No, it's only coming to Vita.
Oh, just Vita.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish it was coming to PS4.
Just Vita.
I know this sounds stupid and kind of a little off topic, but have they ever said that the Vita games, if you have the Vita, you can play it on your PS4?
No,
it's vice versa. You can play your PS4
games
on the Vita.
I don't understand that. I figured they would have went the other way first.
Get that PS TV.
It's true. I will be purchasing that very soon when I come up with some money.
Very
soon.
Very several months from now.
More like several years. Whenever it's like.
Whenever it's $10.
Yeah.
All right, another game, Matt. You're gonna be really upset at everyone. Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, you salty?
You know. Before I say I'm salty, I'm not that salty. And I'll take it from here because
hold on. And it's funny that they started out with the logo, and everyone in the crowd's like, oh, and then they're like, oh yeah, and then they start playing it, and what they're doing is they're porting a port.
Yeah,
the PC, it ported to PC, which was like updated graphics, and then they're just porting it
to PS4,
and it's still the crappy
It's gonna be 60 FPS, 1080p.
Actually, I mean, it did look better.
Yeah, but the PC looks way better than. But it still looks like crap.
No, see, I'm salty in this thing is like they were tickling my nuts with it. I'm sorry, I know I use that, but it's
hit everyone there.
They were like, they did that. They're like, Final Fantasy VII. It's like, why would they be bringing this up unless they were going to be doing something huge with it?
Like a remake.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, it's just the port. See, I'm not that mad because honestly, I think the game's amazing. It should just be left alone. That's that. It's like saying, hey, let's revive freaking like Breaking Bad. No, Breaking Bad's done. Leave it where it's at, and it's a masterpiece. Don't freaking bring it back.
That's different.
This is this. Okay, I'm sorry. Final Fantasy VII is on freaking Breaking Bad.
No, I didn't mean that.
You can't freaking bring it back. It just needs to stay where it is.
What if they just Halo 2 anniversary that shit?
Yeah, that's all they had to do.
Okay, if they want to do something and just make it literally just the graphics are different.
That's all people wanted. They just wanted like a remake of
like they wanted to look like Final
Fantasy. add some cool cutscenes and then add some
people
like
not
people
look like
talk.
balloon arms.
Yeah, make them talk to each other. Then that's fine. I'm fine with that. Maybe add some emotion to it. Other than that, don't change the turn base. Don't change the material.
All they wanted from the remake is just like super high graphics.
Final Fantasy 13 graphics.
Yeah. Well, hopefully better than that. But yeah. And everyone thought they were getting that for like a split second. And then
they took it away from you.
Just yanked them away.
They spit in your face.
I'll put the meme
you know what sucks?
Of the people's faces.
But you know what's funny is I'm actually going to probably get it. Because I want to play that game again. It is one of the greatest games and probably the best story I've ever watched.
I'll post the meme. It has like the two pictures of like everyone's face when they realize that they're just porting a port of a port. And then it shows the top view, everyone's like, oh, and then the bottom view, everyone's like,
oh yeah, when the camera went over the crowd after everyone was, they were just
salty.
Yeah. And then like the 4 people in the crowd who didn't get that like everyone else was upset was like, woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. All the people like me who didn't really play Final Fantasy VII, they're like, yeah, I can have a chance to play, that's cool.
My heart sunk to my ass. It did.
It did. And it's funny.
Wild card.
For such a great event, they made a lot of people salty.
Just that. Just that.
Well, they were like hyping us up so much.
I know.
Like, could it get better? And it's like, come on, guys, we can't be that great. I know greatness awaits, but
it's like,
that would have like broke every possible thing. They'd be like, "This is the greatest
that would have stole the show
ever." Yeah, greatest event.
Like it's funny. I was going through IGN, which if you guys ever want news too, go to IGN. But obviously, I was scrolling through and I was seeing, you know, Uncharted, seeing the views like 1,500 and all that stuff, and then I see Final Fantasy VII But it's like so many people clicked it because they probably were like, "What?"
Yeah.
And it was just like, nope. It's like no one would have looked at that if it was just like if they actually knew what it was.
It's amazing.
Like it's like that's how many. And Uncharted and IGN even made it like a modern day Cloud now, like what it looks like in Advent Children to kind of like make people think it's a freaking reboot. I was like, oh my god,
Felt bad. But then another one. I'll just glance over the smaller things that I know you guys don't really care about. But Sky Torn, it's like a retro action platform. I think it looks awesome. I know you guys don't give a crap about it, so I like it.
Is that the paper one?
No.
Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, might be good.
Dude, the paper game you're making fun of got like universal.
I don't think it looks cool at all. It looks so stupid.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Bastion is one of like the most famous indie games ever. It's coming to PS4 and Vita. It's a great game. They showed a little bit more on Persona 5. Nothing really. Just a trailer.
Interested.
It's like
I'm interested.
Good RPG. It's like an anime RPG.
Yeah. Made from the makers of Catherine.
Atlas Studios. Yep.
And I'm an anime fanatic, so you know I'm interested.
I'm interested too, but I'm not an anime fanatic. Just a game fanatic. Order 1886 gameplay was shown actually in the daylight. It wasn't nighttime. They showed like cover-based shooting.
I was disappointed.
I still saw it and I was like, yeah, it looks cool, but all the guy was doing, the camera.
It's like a Redbox rent for me.
The camera looked wonky a little bit. It looked like too stiff.
This game is going to be PlayStation's Rise Son of Rome. It's going to look absolutely fantastic and have decent but disappointing gameplay.
It's for one of these like big, I don't know. I just feel like it can't do that. I feel like it's, I don't know.
Like that's all the impressions I've got was like, oh my god, this game visually looks incredible. And then the gameplay is just...
I don't know, it's just one of those, I gotta look at the review.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's gonna be like...
It's been a roller coaster ride. People are like, oh my god, it's so good. Oh, then people are like, we played it, it's not that great.
Isn't that kind of important?
Then they moved it up. Then they're like, then it's like, oh, it's getting better, it's getting better. It's getting better. Nothing's wowed us. I'm thinking it's going to be an 8 to 8.5.
7.
I'm honestly going lower. I think it'll be a 6.5.
We'll see.
So you're that guy? You're going to just be 0.5 more or less?
Yeah, because I honestly think that visuals cannot make a game great. This game needs to deliver gameplay-wise, and I don't think it is.
I heard people were playing it. They said when they got their hands on it, it was a lot better than what the guy looked, because people were saying the guy playing the demo just sucked.
I should have got a different guy to play the demo.
And people said it was really fun. That's why I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to be amazing.
I shouldn't, because I've never played it.
I think it's going to be a good game. Like 8.5. Yeah. But then...
That's a little giving a little too much, but...
We'll see what happens. That's an interesting game. Next one, Destiny Dark Below expansion.
Is that PS4 exclusive?
For 6 months.
Okay.
Well, until fall 2015 for Xbox comes out. Again, it looks so cool with like guns. They said they listened to the problems and they like put more time into the story and stuff. I don't know if it's gonna get me back into
They couldn't have put less time into the story.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if it's gonna. You can read my Destiny review, see my thoughts on it, but I don't know. It looked really cool. I doubt I'm gonna get back into it. I thought about it for a second, but there's just too many games.
Yeah.
I just don't really care to. All right. This one is the night. Yeah. It is good.
ADD, I can't help it.
This is the most minute, minuscule nugget of information, just because people were like blasting Sony Santa Monica with questions about it all day. New God, all they said was a new God of War's in development. It's so far out. They like said they're not going to bring anything up about it for like 2 years.
Okay.
Because people were just drilling them.
So someone just like signed some papers saying like, okay, we'll work on it sometime.
When people were like, they were apparently in the presser, they're like, oh, what, God of War. He's like, one's in development. And then he didn't answer anything else. People tried to come up and ask him. The only
Did he think that would stop them from asking questions?
Just to like shut him up. But he said that's all I'm saying. Then people tried to come up to him after, like at IGN and stuff, saying like, hey, can you tell me a little more? The only thing they confirmed was it's not a prequel or a spin-off. They said
sequel?
They didn't confirm if it's a reboot. They didn't confirm if Kratos is in it, but it doesn't mean he's not. He's
going to have to move on to different gods.
All I know is it's not a prequel or a spin-off.
He's going to have to start killing like Jupiter.
So we'll see. We'll see. All I know is
Roman gods for those.
Even if my boy's not in it, I'm just even if my
Did you
boy,
know that?
Yeah, I actually
Who's the
did.
Roman god of death?
I don't know.
It's Pluto. See? That's what I'm
even
working with.
even though I don't care, I'm just happy I know that once
Greek mythology is where it's at.
Well, not anymore because he freaking killed them all.
They'll reboot them.
I'm just happy.
He killed the fake versions of them.
I'm just happy I know
I'm
something
curious to
in
see
the
what
wings.
direction they go with it.
Oh,
Because
so excited.
there's no one left. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Is there
I
no
was-
one
You
left?
might have to fight Athena, even though she's like a spirit.
She didn't die.
She's dead, but
She's
she's like a
there.
spirit. And
You can't make Athena the main boss of your God of War.
I don't know. She turned into a C word at the end of that.
yeah, but she has every right to after Kratos sort of
Bone
killed her
the
by
world.
accident and then
Bone
said
the
that
world.
whatever. She is evil though. All right. Nothing really on that to talk about except I'm very excited and glad because I was nervous for Sony Santa Monica because they had like layoffs and no one knew what was happening. Here's a game I'm really excited about. They showed some more No Man's Sky gameplay. They didn't really show what you're doing in the game, but they showed how massive the universe is. Like
yeah,
they showed the little stars,
Mm-hmm.
and they kept zooming out, and zooming out. Like holy crap! There's like
Yeah.
It's piqued my interest.
It's one of those. I'm still waiting to see like why do I keep playing?
Yeah.
Is it just for exploration? Because they could make that cool. It's just you got to give me more to find than just named planets.
I've seen
Yeah, that's
pictures
exactly
and
how-
little nuggets of video of space combat, and like you have a gun, like ammo and stuff.
FPS.
But it's got to be more than that. It's got to be
I know.
more than that. You can defend
The
yourself
game's-
against the monsters.
It's supposed to come out next year. It's
I want to know: can I go on these planets and can I build shit? Can I go on these planets and can I like make my own civilization here? What am I wanting to do here other than see how nice it looks?
It's the most ambitious game I've ever seen.
Mhm.
I love it.
It
I'm
looks really
intrigued.
cool. I'm just waiting to
Yeah,
see it.
and it showed like different travels, like you can travel through like teleporters. Like he's on this like snow planet.
This could be the next Minecraft. I will give it that much expectation. This could be the next Minecraft.
And the cool thing,
But they got to make it. I know, no pun intended, but they got to make sky the limit.
then I loved it. Like apparently, if you find a planet, like the first person in the game to
It
find
gets
it,
named-
it says you
Yeah, I
the
saw that.
person you found. Yeah,
That's cool.
you can travel like hyperspeed, like teleporters.
There's gonna be one dude who has. Like,
It was just like
thousands.
the
of
only thing
planets made
it was
ever.
like the only thing that was disappointing to me is they showed that they're like, oh, you just explored this planet, and then it's like for some reason they already had like a heliport or whatever, like a freaking place you can dock at, and he gets out of the freaking ship. He's looking at other people dock. I was like, all right, he's about to go and run around this. So he's like, no, I'm gonna get back in my ship and go.
They're
fly
just,
off.
I think
was
they're just right
okay,
now
fine.
trying to just
Thanks.
show the no load times.
Maybe that's what they're trying to do.
And yeah, I'm excited for it. And the little thing gave me and Matt are excited for Gang Beasts. It's like this
Dude,
little.
this looks fun.
It looks so stupid, but so amazing. Like this little thing you're playing with these like blob guys, their colors, and the whole object of the game is just like throwing them off and like killing them, and you're like hanging on to dude. It's
funny.
freaking. It looks so. It
I'll
looks
take your
hilarious.
word for it.
It's
I didn't
amazing.
see it.
And
threw him through the freaking window. Just threw it like this fire.
they're
pit.
like, it's like ragdoll mechanics
Yeah.
too. It's amazing. It looks funny as hell. And Towerfall Ascension, Octodad, Banner Saga, Resident Evil 2 Revelations, Episode 1, I'm guessing the rest of them, Super Time Force, are all bound for Vita. We'll move on because I'm the one who gives a crap about Vita. They're not dead on Vita. That's good. Fat Princess Adventures is coming to PS4. The franchise
Me
is
and
back.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
From I only ever saw her in All Stars.
Yeah, that
Okay.
one.
Who else do you know that's fat and is a princess? And names
That girl in PlayStation All Stars. I've never seen her anywhere else.
That's her.
Okay.
She's back in action. I'm sure none
And
of
by
us-
action, I didn't even know she
Yeah.
was the villain, but I
Most-
think she is.
Yeah, I don't think any of us really care about that. It's cool it's back, but whatever. Anyway, this is another game I've never heard of, but apparently it was really popular back then. Like, Day of the Tentacle Special Editions coming to PS4, PS3, and Vita. It's one of those games that's in the past that everyone like loved. I don't even know what system it was on. I've never heard of it until now. But cool, if it's that iconic, I may look at it. Give it a look-see. Yeah. And another iconic game right now, well not iconic, but an amazing review game, Broken Age, is coming to PS4 and Vita. It was a PS3 game. Matt thinks it looks stupid, but it got like 9.5s.
Okay.
Universally received.
Is it the paper
It's,
game?
No.
it's,
Okay.
I guess I
Another-
can't knock it because
Yeah,
it got good reviews, but Some weirdo. Probably Marty reviewed it, so that's why one's gay.
Whoa, don't throw that. I'm gonna throw this out there just in case you watch this. I think you're fucking awesome, and I follow you on Twitter. And you're awesome.
I don't like your stupid beard and your stupid mustache. Hey!
Don't say that.
I'm just kidding.
See,
you're more successful than I am, but wait until this rises.
No, don't listen to him.
We'll burn for
I'm a big fan. I read all your stuff. Matt's just salty because he can only grow stubble. Coming from a fellow beard enthusiast, you should have seen him. I'm talking. You should have seen him. We were watching the fights yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, my beard itches." He has like a little bit more than stubble. Would you have like 2 millimeters of facial hair?
Nigga, I had a beard since I've been like in 5th grade.
You've had the never shadow since 5th grade.
Okay, well guess what, bitch? I was growing beards before you could even think about
and
one.
And now what's up?
Whatever, dude. You look like a douche now. You have douchebag beards.
That's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm a big fan. Don't listen to this hater. I'm glad you're full time on Podcast Beyond, by the way.
What's that?
Go ahead. Don't sully this with your.
God, we're
not bashing people.
We're not. I'm just joking.
I know he's salty.
I'm just joking.
I'm glad you're on Beyond full time. Mike has this game for PC coming up. Orcs Must Die, Unchained.
This looks fun.
PC defense games coming to PS4. It looks pretty fun.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Then a Vita exclusive, Severed, is an all-new RPG, touch-based everything. Usually that looks stupid. I hate touch-based, but it actually everyone says it feels really good. It looks kind of cool.
I mean, how much exclusive content is the Vita getting? That
pretty
good. You mentioned Suikoden.
Honestly, I wouldn't deny it. I think the Vita got just as much love as the PS4.
Yeah, the Vita is basically we're not getting any more AAA titles. You're getting this crap load of amazing indies and just some games made for that. I think Freedom Wars was probably the last AAA game.
Yeah.
That's maybe Freedom Wars 2. Now it's the paper game. Tearaway Unfolded is coming to PS4.
That sounds like a paper game.
I think it looks cute and it looks like it's fun with friends.
There you go. Sold. That's why it's gay. Because he just called it fucking cute.
9.5s.
Wow. That's ballsy.
People love it.
Yeah, well, you know what? Some people don't like Halo, but you know...
You know what I want to say?
That's a 9.5 game.
It looks like one of those Little Big Planet, like wild, you know, like that style.
Yes, everything's paper. I want to throw a fucking squirrel in my controller and hear it fucking chuckle in my freaking thing and then throw it back.
I'm sorry, Matt. It's just a grumpy old man now, but alright.
Kids these days.
No, it's because there's grown men doing it.
Super Stardust Ultra on PS4.
That's cute too.
Yeah, we saw gameplay of it. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh wait, you know what? Before we get on that, you know what? Don't be mad because Tearaway's getting better reviews than Pokemon is, no?
It hasn't even been out yet!
Tearaway? No,
Tearaway 2 isn't out!
No, Tearaway Unfolded is coming to PS4.
Oh.
It was a Vita
Then why are they
already.
demoing it all the time?
Because they're showing what it looks like in the PS4. But yeah, don't be mad because it's getting better reviews than Pokemon.
And once it starts selling like Pokemon, we can talk about it.
Rock, Flag, and Eagle.
2.3 mil?
Rock, Flag, and Eagle.
Well,
for Japan.
We'll save that. Anyway, Super Stardust Ultra,
this looks
Housemark. I don't want to hear any of your bull crap about that. Oh, this looks stupid, we're just shooting rocks. Shut up. It's amazing, it's coming to PS4. The colors and everything in it looks vibrant.
Talk about off camera that maybe the viewer shouldn't see.
No, I don't want to hear Matt.
I'm the one that had to deal with the most salt, and
Walt's hating. No, Matt's hating off camera.
I just complimented a game and he threw it back in my face.
I'm glad. Yes, I'm glad you're turning around to it now. But it is amazing. It's fun.
I don't think it's amazing.
Sure, if you want to make a revamped asteroid game, then woo!
Yeah, it looks amazing. It's not amazing.
I think it's good.
We were just dancing.
Giant Sparrow games and Sony Santa Monica.
Is it Jack Sparrow?
Giant Sparrow.
Oh. I guess they didn't want to make money then.
Giant Sparrow and Sony Santa Monica are making the game called What Remains of Edith Finch.
Oh yeah, What Remains of Edith Finch.
Alright, it's
that's my favorite.
I don't really know what to think. It looks kind of creepy, kind of interesting. I'm pretty sure she's dead.
What?
I'm pretty sure she's dead. She's like, look at the house. It reminds me of something. I think she's dead. I don't know. There's not much on it.
So
it looks
spoilers, I guess. Nick's just ruined the game.
I said I guess. If I'm right, then I'm sorry. It's that good. Then the final one I saw, Hollow Knight. It's like a Metroidvania style game. You fight insects. They call it a war of insects and heroes. It looks really cool.
Is it another is it AAA or is it another like platformer?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a YOLO game.
Metroidvania. It looks really cool. I like it. It looks good. That was all the games that just got announced at PlayStation
I was wondering
Experience.
what the hell they got for E3 after this.
Probably a lot.
Like new announcements.
Yeah.
Obviously they'll have updated gameplay for
Yeah.
Uncharted 4. They'll have some Final Fantasy 7 HD.
Ooh. No, we'll already be out.
But they'll have some Street Fighter 5 stuff.
I'm actually shocked
but,
it's taking that long that they're going to make that come out in June.
like, it almost feels like they had their Sony press conference in December. But I could be very wrong. They could show up in E3 and be like, "Oh, you thought that was a lot."
There's supposed to be
Final
a
Fantasy
Square
7.
Enix conference. Not I only want to say it's Square Enix, but there's supposed to be some sort of conference. I was reading an article about how, yes, if you guys thought Final Fantasy 15 was coming out in December, it's not. I read.
Yeah, it's not.
They're saying it's coming out. They're saying it's probably no. Listen, shut up about that. That's not what they're saying. They actually were literally saying that their due date was during that time, and then they said they had to stop because it's not fully done, and they're doing their last final.
They didn't want to pull a Drive Club.
Yeah, so they're finally just doing it. They said that they're going to have it out early this year, early 2015. That's what they're saying. By March.
I saw, and that's
They said a lot of articles I was reading said March. I looked this shit up. Let me finish. Anyways, they're saying that they're supposed to have some sort of big like announcement slash video showing more stuff about the game in December. I don't know when, but there's supposed to be some sort of like thing going on, and who knows? Maybe Final Fantasy VII might just been like, hey guys, maybe it is more
off.
So who knows?
Don't.
Because why would they wait until 2015, June 6, 2015, to put a damn port game on?
Because screw you, Matt.
I know.
No one can you guys give me a
I
legitimate
can tell
answer?
you why.
No, because I don't know how business
I can tell you
works.
why. Because I want to take your attention away from Final Fantasy 15 not releasing early next year.
That doesn't make any sense at all. You literally make no sense. How does a game being delayed longer than actual Final Fantasy 15's judged time be freaking a way of getting my mind off it?
No.
To get my mind off is that they would say, hey, you could get this now.
No, I know, but
and then play this while we're waiting until
but you have
15's done.
you have a plethora of games to play right now, but then when it gets a little bleak,
Okay, but Square Enix wants you to play their games.
This is for something else.
Okay.
But yeah, we did. One sentence describe the conference to wrap it up. Welcome to PlayStation. Salty.
No, I'm not. Little bit of salt, a lot of respect.
I guess I'll have to jack. PS4's slogan: "Greatness awaits."
It does.
I'll
really had to do
fill
that.
it in after.
Then for me, I have two sentences.
No,
But I'm
you
only
said
got one.
really?
No, I know, but
You want the rest of what?
I want 2 sentences.
PlayStation Nation, stand up. That's my sentence, and then my final sentence to end the podcast, which is separate from this. Welcome to PlayStation Nation, Walt.
Not yet. He's got to buy it.
We'll see you guys later. Let us
He
know
can
in the
literally
comments.
spite you.
Let us know in the comments what you thought of PlayStation Experience and what games you're excited for. Later, guys.
Later.
Keep gaming.
Later.